Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Cave Johnson, and today we are going to be diving into the exciting world of Tanks Blitz. Now, I do regret to inform you that your normal host, PlumCastle on Blitz, was unfortunately unable to make it for this episode. Therefore, he has asked that I fill in his place. So what we're going to be doing is taking a look at a particular tank, that being the FV215b 183, which, if I take a look at this sticky note that PlumCastle left me, is noted as being the Tier 10 tank with the highest alpha and the most damage that can come out of the gun. And he has asked that I show around stats a little bit and then play in a game. So what we're going to be doing here, firstly, is, of course, taking a look at these stats here. Now, I'm going to be real quick here because I am very excited to get into the gameplay. Hit points are 1,800, yeah, whatever. What I'm interested in is the damage. Now, the damage per minute here is noted as being a little bit lower than 3,000, but what really matters is the fact that the high explosive rounds deal 1,210 damage, and also high explosive rounds deal 1390. I'm not sure what the difference is there. We'll take a look at that in a moment. And then, of course, the armor-piercing rounds do 950. That's all the stats that I really care to go into. Let's take a look at this ammo. So, for some reason, PlumCastle has decided to put armor-piercing rounds here. I don't know why he would do that. Now, it showed 2 HEs. I don't know what the difference is here, so let's just take a look. Well, one costs money, which, as a businessman, I must instantly go for the cheaper option, which is really cool. It's free. I guess they just give away these things. But let's go with this, because I think that that would be a very suitable thing. And what can you say? 1,200 plus damage sounds pretty fun. So now let's go ahead and jump into a game. Alright, so the first map that we are on is Ghost Factory. Now, I have to be honest with you, I've never played a game of this in my life, but based on the sticky note that PlumCastle gave me, it does seem that basically all I need to do is drive around and shoot, and there's some special thingies on the side. No idea what they do. There's also that fourth thing he didn't mention that's mapped to space, so I guess we'll have to find out what that does. And, ooh, dang it, Houston, we have a problem. I can't move. Perhaps one of these buttons will help me to drive around a little bit. No, maybe this one. No, not that one. Not that one. Maybe this one. Then, oh, hello. I think we might have found something. I'm definitely moving, sort of. Ah, there we go. I figured it out. WASD, who knew? One small step for man, one giant leap for Cave Johnson. Now, I'm driving into position here, and I can't say as I terribly like the position of this bush. I think I'm just going to pull past it a little bit. I'm sure it has no special abilities other than to block my vision. Now, let's see. Oh, is that perhaps our first victim? If so, let's just try to take a shot at it, and also tag him with that special ability. And, oh my word, would you look at that puppy burn. That's some devastating damage, and he is toast. Hopefully we won't have to deal with him for the rest of the game. Oh, he didn't disappear. That is weird. Alright, so it does seem that we have a random teammate desperately trying to run away from whatever's over here, and if there's anything that I've learned, if somebody is trying desperately to get away from a situation, it means it's probably dangerous, which, if you know me, that means it's probably very cool. I don't see anything at the moment, and oh, now I do, but of course, it's too late. However, a fellow citizen has decided to pull out right here, and, as you shall soon see, he will suffer the consequences of that very minor decision. Now, at this point, I'm not really sure what I want to do. It does seem that a lot of people are actually showing up on my scopes, and looks like we took a bit of damage from the right there. Given that's the case, I'm just going to drop down here because I have no idea what I want to do. And it looks like this, whatever you want to call it, has followed me, and wow, that is not the 1,200 damage that was advertised on this tank, and it seems that I have unfortunately died. Although I'm not really sure what that is. I'm sure it's probably pretty worthless. Yeah, I can click it. It doesn't really seem to do anything. So I guess, well, oh, apparently when it comes to this game, dying is but a momentary setback. So I guess it's not over for me, and I will try to do my best to shoot at something, which seems to me like my opportunity may have just Okay, what happened there? Teammate, you pushed him out of the way of my shot. Do you know who I am? I am Cave Johnson. Well, perhaps we can make amends by shooting at this particular tank over here. Of course, time travel is now possible, and yeah, there's no way I could have seen that one coming, literally. But it looks to me like, oh, we actually bounced a bit of damage there, but even so, it's probably a good idea to move over in this direction. And looks to me that, oh, there we go, there's the guy that rewound time on me earlier, and he did it again, except it doesn't help him this time. 800? 900 damage? I don't really know what that was. All I can tell you is that that certainly was not the advertised amount. I'm not really sure what's going on with this gun. And unfortunately, it looks like I died. Now, surely that means it's the end for me, although that may not be the case. And of course, here we go. Well, this is Life 30, and I'm beginning to wonder if I am indeed invincible. That would be very cool. It's been what I've been searching for ages. And what is this? We have an enemy. We had an enemy, and they are no more. And it looks to me like they are completely toasted. So maybe it is just 3 lives for this game. All right, now moving into position. There's this, whatever this tank is. I'm pretty sure I killed this guy already, but given that I came back, it's not too surprising that he would too. Pushing very aggressively on me, trying to get some damage, but not to fear. I'm sure I can back out of this position with minimal damage taken to myself. All right, it's been a moment, and there he is again. Not really sure what happened there. That showed the electricity, and it looks like I've died. And yeah, sure enough, that is the last one. Well, it's been a few minutes now, and there is but this one brave soul left, and it does appear that, yes, he's going to die. But honestly, we did a lot of damage. At least I think we did a lot of damage. I guess we'll find out in the aftermath here. Sure enough, we did over 10,000 damage, which seems to be pretty good, considering it's at the top of the list. And of course, why wouldn't I give myself a special sticker? Because, well, that's me. However, given that this game was a loss, I'm going to attempt this once again in the hopes that we can secure a win. Because after all, when life gives you lemons, you make lemonade. Unless you're me, and then you try to make citrus bombs. But that's besides the point. Let's move on into this next game, which apparently is on the map Dynasty's Pearl. So we shall see what we're going to be doing here because, well, given that we didn't get the same map twice in a row, that means that I, again, don't have any clue as to where I want to go. However, you know what? I think I'm just gonna go with my favorite direction, that being right. No idea why, whether this because I'm right-handed, right-brained, or maybe just because right is the correct direction. We're going to be going right, and no one can tell me otherwise. So, actually, it seems like I might be making the right decision here, because I'm noticing a lot of enemies on that side of the map, and where there's a lot of enemies, there is damage to be dealt. Now, getting into position is the interesting bit. This tank doesn't seem to be very fast. I would definitely like to be moving faster than this, but I guess that's how it works. So, let's see, we're moving over here, and we don't really have shots on anything, and what's that? We literally got shot. Okay, they weren't a dead tank. It looked like we got shot by a dead tank. Again, that is not the amount of damage that was advertised on this tank. I blame Wargaming for false advertising. That is definitely not accurate, and of course, I get shot again. You know what, I'm going to go help this FV215b. Well, whatever that is, I have no idea if it's any kind of good or not as far as the tank goes, but again, that is not a lot of damage. It's also a fairly long reload. Alright, so we've reloaded our clip over here, and now let's see if we can clear this guy out by going around this corner, and we cannot. And did my teammate just die, or is he literally moving? Well, now he's not dead anymore, but he looked dead a second ago. Alright, so we're driving into, actually, I don't really know where I want to go. You know, I'm just gonna drive in a direction and hope for the best. Can't go wrong if you're just driving straight, right? Surely nothing bad could happen to me if I do this. And we're almost surpassed this E100. Well, like I said, when life gives you lemons, make lemonade. Yeah, that definitely was not what I was hoping would happen. Okay, now that I'm back, I'm going to go with the same direction I picked earlier. I liked the direction that was right because it was correct. And it seems to me that now we're just actually going to be going into this giant cluster of tanks. We're going to shoot. Okay, apparently this game doesn't have very accurate guns either, because I was pretty sure that my reticle was right over the enemy tank when I fired. But it seems like we might have a second chance here, given that this guy hasn't exactly moved very far since I first tried to fire at him. Not really at a good position at the moment, but perhaps I can pull forward just a little bit here and get a nice big damage shot. 834. Well, that's 2/3 of the way to what was advertised on this tank, but I can't say that it was exactly the way it was supposed to be. Did bounce a bit of damage there. You know what? I'm going to go left this time, try to shake it up a little bit, be unexpected, and it seems to me that there may actually be a potential enemy over here for me to shoot at, as provided I can get around this corner before somebody else takes him out. And, well, we did take damage, but it does look like we did end up getting the kill on him anyway, and so now I have a choice to make. I'm not really sure where I want to go. Think, cave, think. You know what? Let's just continue left and drive further up on this ridge. You know, I'm going to follow this JGPZ something or other and see where he's going. And it does seem that we did run into an enemy here, so I'm going to put the little trail, whatever thing on him. There we go. That is a shot that is a bit closer to what was described in the statistics. Also looks to me like this may be my last life, which is a bit unfortunate. It looks like we are 13, well, now we're 12 to 9 points, so that means we are winning by about 3 points. And time to go take a look at where I want to shoot at. That guy did get hit pretty hard. It looks like I'm going to be able to polish him off. Not really sure where the lightning came from. That's a very weird thing to come out of a tank, but then again, in a world where putting a tag on someone and having it make them burn, speaking of which, I'm actually going to do that to this poor soul right here, and you know what? Because I'm so mean, I'm just going to watch him burn. Nothing like watching a tank burn, having done nothing to him, not even touched him, or even shot at him, and him dying anyway. And now we're moving towards this enemy GGPC something or other that I don't really know much about. Surely it can't be that big of a damaging take, although I gotta say that does look pretty nasty. Ooh, that is pretty nasty, and it does a lot of damage, and it seems to have that same ability that I do. Although for some reason seems to be wearing off on me sooner. Well, at any rate, let's go ahead and move forward and find a new target. Already definitely looks like we're starting to win this game here, considering it is now 10-4. And, ooh, there is this, what is that? Mission? I have no idea, but that is a lot of damage. Definitely closer to what was described. Actually, that's far exceeding at this point, though. Can't really credit the gun for that one, because that was definitely that special ability that I had just activated. Looks like someone on our team actually toasted there, and it looks like our teammate actually missed, giving us the opportunity for another shot, and we get the kill. And that leaves us with just one enemy remaining, and, well, given that it is 9-1, I think we can safely say what the outcome of this particular match will be. Looks to me like he is now a one-shot, and so it's just up to this BZ75 to clear him up, which he seems to be very close to doing. And sure enough, he does clear him. Now we get the exciting opportunity to take a look at what the stats were after the game. And it does look like, yes, we did indeed get top damage, but of course, was there any doubt? After all, it was Cave Johnson driving the tank, and of course, can't help but give myself another one of these little sticker emotes. But anyway, that does conclude it for me, and I just want to say...
Happy April Fools, everyone. It's actually been me all along. Probably not all that surprising, because honestly, at this point, AI is flooding YouTube with millions of different videos, probably daily. But being that it was April Fools, I thought it would probably be okay to goof around with this a little bit. But feel free to let me know what you thought of this, whether you liked it or disliked it, and feel free to let me know if you want to see more like this. Now, being a Blitz content creator, I do much prefer normal videos where I'm the one kind of talking and explaining something about a game feature, but I could see theoretically a fun video like this every once in a while. But like I said, let me know what you thought, and of course, as always, have fun, good luck, and happy tanking.